All right. Good evening, Dr. Page. My name is Robert Filizere with ADP Payroll Agent. You can call me Bobby. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Bobby. How can I help you?
Um, I don't want to keep you too long. A client of mine, Dr. Dennis Murray, told me you're good friends from medical school and still plays golf occasionally. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, Bob. He's a very good friend. We're playing later this month, actually. Do you play as well?
Yes, I could use some work though. Uh, Dr. Murray told me that he's a professional level golfer, but his heart was in medicine. A thing to do at thing or two at the Marietta Country Club.
I bet he did.
But I know you're busy, so I'll be brief. Dr. Murray also told me that you recently started your own practice like him, and you're growing fast. I did some research and found that you just opened a second location.
That's right. The workload doubled, but we're doing good.
First, congratulations on the success, and I believe it. More business is good business, but business is a lot of work. I wanted to meet with you. Dr. Murray told me your practice was doing well, but you spend a lot of less time playing golf. That's why he suggested that I reach out to you.
I was talking to him last week about how I haven't been golfing as much, and he told me he knew a guy that'd be able to solve my business problems, and that he'd contact me in a week.
He's a goof. I believe I'm that guy with his business, organizing and automating his practice with all our products and services we offer. He was sure you'd be interested in sitting down with me. I don't want to take up all your time right now. If you're interested, I'd love to set up a meeting to discuss ADP, what we do, and how our products can customize your business and save you time and money. This way, you can focus on what's really important.
Like golf.
Yeah.
That sounds great. And you said you did some work with Dennis?
Yes, I helped with business side of his practice, the ADP payroll services. We specialize in creating products, services, and software to help businesses large and small organize payroll, time and attendance, HR services, insurance, and more. Since over 65 years, we served over 65,000 companies worldwide, and we recently are innovative with our new current technology that you can run your whole payroll department from your cell phone. We specialize in small business and our line can customize to any industry. That's why I want to sit down and discuss your practice, um, ask some personal questions about what you're doing. You and Dr. Murray may have similar practices, but with different problems. If you can talk to me about some of these issues that's standing in front of your growth, I can take your own personal practice and recommend the right tools and services that's going to benefit you the most.
Hmm. That is something I should be investing my time into. Things are a little hard for me and my wife working both locations. Um, she's got to do a lot of paperwork. Our current system's getting us by, but it's not perfect. So yeah, tell me.
Okay. Um. All right. Well, I sent you some information that is gonna be in the back of that. Moving down.
Okay, yeah. Let me see here. I just got the email.
All right. All right.
Let me see here. I'm looking at these graphics.
Um. Take a look at that. I know you're busy. I'm sorry. I don't want to waste your time. I really just want you to understand the back end of your clinic first to see if ADP has any of the tools that may be interesting to you. Have you heard of ADP payroll services before?
Yeah, I have heard of it. Back when I was working at Northside Hospital in Atlanta, um, as well as some other larger facilities I worked with. I can't even remember how I knew that, but they probably paid their employees that way as well. I always assumed it was made for bigger operations.
Yeah. Yes, we cater to businesses large and small and growing. We actually specialize in working for smaller business models like your practice. You say you and your wife do the payroll and tax work. Do you think she would want to hear about this as well?
Yeah, she does all the paperwork, and sometimes I help. With the kids in the second location, this is getting pretty overwhelming for the both of us, though. We've been falling behind and are considering hiring a full-time accountant, but that loss would slow down the other plans we have for the future. She wanted to be here and listen in to see if this would work best for her. Unfortunately, she's not home right now. She is home right now with the kids. Sorry, she's not here right now. I told her I'd give her all the information I get from you, though, to see if you can help.
Is there anyone else on your team trying to help you with the back end problems?
We have an assistant, Kim, and you spoke with her, I think, when you set up the meeting. She helps my wife with the HR, payroll, taxes, but she's feeling the stress too. She's staying longer to help us get more things together, and she thinks our system needs an update.
It's completely understandable. Payroll and HR can get messy, especially when you first start expanding your business. After this, if you or she have any questions, you're both all free to contact me anytime. I can fill them both in. Let me ask you a few questions to see if we might have some solutions for you.
No problem. Shoot.
Okay, so how are you guys processing your paperwork currently?
Well, currently Ellen uses this program, MS Dynamics GP. It's business software offered by Microsoft, and it's been helping us get the payroll together, but the yearly upgrades are about $1,500. So it doesn't offer direct deposit services either, and she ends up having to do it all manually, which takes her longer, and Kim stays to sign, organize stuff checks, and it kind of ties up the staff sometimes. You have to re-enter information into Excel because MS Dynamics doesn't have an easy-to-read format. It won't transfer over. And when she falls behind, like both of them, I have to stay as well and help so that Kim doesn't have to stay every day.
That sounds like an inconvenience for everybody. Is time the worst of your problems, or are you considering getting any different systems?
Well, we didn't want to end up paying big prices for another MS Dynamics to fumble around. So after the second clinic, the workload doubled, and for them, it tripled for me. And we spent so much time on payroll, we didn't know where to start finding other systems. So in the middle of keeping our employees and books in order, we started stacking up to keep up with codes, regulations, and we caught a fine last year. There's a compliance and HR policy thing, cost us about $1,500 in fees and paying lawyers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that. HR regulations will sneak up on you if you don't take the time to maintain their measures and update you on all your employees. Do these hiccups have a major effect on you, your wife, and the company?
Of course, it's a ripple effect. My wife and I have to spend more time correcting issues. My assistant has to help out with HR. The lawyer has to fix our mistakes. All this costs me time and money, and not just golf. And time away from my wife and kids, and tons of money that should be going to more equipment or investments like the third location in Tyrone that we've been planning.
Yeah, that's a definite problem. Now, let me ask you this. How would a system that can balance your payroll and HR services help you and your wife run the business?
Well, I mean, it would be a lifesaver. I wouldn't have to spend so much time on paperwork. Have more time with my kids. I'd have more time on the golf range. Also, if I had a system that could handle both HR and payroll, we wouldn't have to hire a CPA. Our plans to open a third location in the next 3 years or next 2 years. It'll still be possible. I'm trying to retire in the next 5 years. So I want to make sure I have a solid system in place that'll integrate as we grow and support my family.
Good. I can see your vision, and I know that ADP can help you reach those goals. I want to tell you about ADP Run, how this user-friendly software can help with payroll, administration services, payroll processing anytime, anywhere, direct deposit options, to also take care of all your books, and it also helps you regulate your tax compliance issues and all your HR filings, HR solutions like background checks, federal, state, and all compliance issues. Would this be a product you'd be interested to know more about?
Well, yeah, this sounds like a heaven sent. Please tell me more. I'd like to know more.
No problem. I enjoy helping small businesses grow. I've taken the challenges you've talked about earlier, and I want to show you how our product can solve most, if not all, your problems and more. I know some of your main concerns were decreasing time, increasing accuracy of payroll reports, and lessening compliance errors.
That's correct. What do you have for me?
Okay, first let's talk payroll. The product I want to offer you is ADAP Run. This software is that allows you to manage your payroll functions. You can enter, calculate, preview, approve payroll, collect all payroll service data, and you can access it through any computer. I understand your wife is being overloaded with paperwork, especially with tracking employees by hand. Not only that, your assistant can update and review payroll at the same time, so they can simultaneously work on the same company on the company, double checking each other along the way.
Huh. Okay. Very true. Cool.
Also, ADAP Run doesn't only offer the convenience of tracking employees payroll anytime, anywhere you want. It also comes with an easily accessible database with tools that help employees and administrators keep track of schedules and work hours. It also adds up sick and vacation days on an online database that employees can access for themselves. All this data is entered in the system, categorized, calculated, overall balance sheets, and prep for payroll processing. The data is all collected, easily transferred to Excel spreadsheets, and it's also compatible with QuickBooks. If you're currently using QuickBooks, it can be integrated into the tax prep uh, with ease.
Well, my wife spends a majority of the workday dealing with minor employee issues. She sends Kim out to both locations to delegate and investigate time records while she corrects everything in the system by hand. So, if ADP payroll comes with all that, it sounds amazing, but it also sounds expensive.
The amount you'd be spending is less than your current costs when you compare them. When you add all the extras you receive, I sent you the pricing guide along with the product information. Did you receive it?
I did, but it wasn't clear on how everything adds up.
Don't worry. After I'll let you know about the three key features that will help your company. We'll break down the cost and you can choose the best option that fits your budget. I promise it'll be a lot less than keeping your current system and hiring a CPA.
Fair enough.
Great. Advantage is that ADP Run makes organizing and distributing payroll fast and simple. You don't have to help with the paperwork, and you can let her know that she doesn't have to track numbers by hand, look up employees' information anymore, or worry about spreadsheets. She can literally spend more time with the kids and track everything through the app at the same time. And you can have more time to hit the green.
Well, she'd love to hear that.
ADAP is a money and time saver. That's why I also want to let you know about another feature that can help you avoid compliance issues and fines.
Now that would be great.
Mhm. Now, along with ADAP Run mobile app, you have the access to HR Plus, ADAP innovative feature designed to help personnel track administration and features that you can customize to fit your HR needs. This includes HR technology tools like a document vault to categorize employee information, alerts, license, and certifications. Um, Also, compliance support that can post jobs, complete background checks, everything to make sure you don't run into problems like you did before.
Well, that sounds like a lot, but my wife should be able to figure it out.
Don't worry, all of our companies, all this comes with HR fundamental training. ADP HR help desk full of trained professionals that can handle most compliance HR issues. And the benefit with HR Plus is that you have a whole HR department at your fingertips, keeping records, tracking your employees, and keeping you up to date on all state and federal regulations.
Well, I like where this is going.
Now, think about the advantage. The HR checkups can compare your HR practices with the standard best practices in the same key areas of your business. Now, if you compliance issue or not sure about a problem, you can always call on our support team. We'll walk you through any situation and continue your business, confident that your practice is safe.
This is amazing, Bobby.
And there's more. Uh, Now you are still waiting before you obtain your third location in Tyrone, correct?
Correct.
Now, This system can help you and your wife take back control of your payroll services.
Of course,
That HR Plus can and will help you minimize problems with compliance. Do you agree?
I agree. And if we run into any issues, your support team will help us through it, right?
Sir, that is correct. With the money you're going to be saving by not hiring a CPA, would you be able to apply that to your new location?
Yeah, I could also get some new equipment in my current locations. I'm highly interested in this product and its services, but it sounds too good to be true because I know this is going to cost more than I'm currently paying.
Concern, let's go over cost. From there, we can make comparisons and discuss value. All right,
All
so
right,
let's
let's
talk
talk
numbers.
numbers. That's what I've been waiting for. This sounds too good to fit my budget and with everything else that I have planned.
That's okay. I've planned everything out already. At this point, I just want to show you what we have to offer, compare it to what you have now, so we can compare and contrast.
So what's all this going to cost me?
Okay, as far as payroll services go, you currently have 35 employees and thinking about hiring another 5. With us, it's under 40 employees. You'll be paying, along with initial fees, you're looking at $117.19 a month plus 150 one-time per location. Then after that, setup fees will be lowered annually. Once you open your third location, you'll just have to pay the initial setup fee for the new location, and then the processing will be $68.95 for over 40 employees.
Okay, hold on. I don't understand. My wife and I have smartphones, but will this app really be able to take care of all of our payroll issues?
I understand how you feel. With all this new technology coming out every day, it's easy to for older people to get used to it. You're not the only one. Business clients feel the same way. They're not just old people, but it includes clients with unique business structures and limited technology knowledge. We've simplified our software to provide easy use, learn, and accommodate people in different age groups, business structures, and computer expertise. We found that with a little training and practice, you can set up your own customized payroll that makes sense to your business and easily adjustable. Just ask your friend, Dr. Dennis.
He did say the same things last we spoke, and that sounds good, but I'm just not a big risk taker. I like to build on things, not replace systems every other year.
I got you. 110%. Staying committed and getting the full advantage of your investment is just as important as getting a new product in the first place. Let me ask you. So you've been using your Microsoft system for the past 5 years, correct?
Yeah, there's been some hiccups, but we learn from every mistake, and it's been getting us there thus far.
I see. Changing a payroll system is a risk, but all your mishaps in the past, would you rather continue with the basics or would it be better to do the same with a support system at your fingertips to make sure you do everything right?
Yeah, you have a point.
Honestly, uh, what are you doing? What you're doing is working. It can work more efficiently, working hand in hand with a team of professionals that specialize in payroll and HR services. At least you can process with confidence that that should be worth a little extra spending.
Well, I can't argue with that, but is the extra money worth its value? I know these systems will probably save me time, but take all my money.
Where did you get that information?
As soon as I started this practice, strangers have been trying to get me to purchase all types of expensive tools and services. I go to medical conferences where vendors try to sign us up for contracts and for services that we barely use.
I understand. ADP is not that kind of company. We wouldn't long if we were draining small businesses for every penny. Our product and services are customizable to the size of your firm contract so you can adjust for growth, adjust for shrinkage, or cancel. Plus, with all the tools and support, the value is way more than what you're getting now for what you're paying.
I'm just still worried about how this might impact everything in the long run.
Well, you tell me. To clarify, you want to know if paying a little more is worth changing the system?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get all the pros and cons here.
I'm with you on that. That's very wise and something I've already concluded. With the 1,500 you're already spending, You can get automated direct payroll, synchronized reports, mobile access, professional HR support, and inexpensive growth. Excuse me. And as long as we've been in business with the variety of business we've worked for, I can assure you that we have a majority is worked out.
Okay, another good point. Those were my main concerns.
Okay, and those being the main concerns, if we can make sure that the system is easy to understand, give you a new system to build off of, and guarantee that you're getting your money while at the same time saving you time with your family, would this be something that's worth your while?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm glad we're on board. Let me detail your specific order. Our complete payroll package includes the Run online payroll platform technology, the mobile application, that's check signing and stuffing, direct deposit, payroll, online access to payroll services, reports, payroll tax and compliance administration, labor law, postal compliance, and new hire reporting. Um, Plus, that has includes everything that you're going to need to manage your employees and stay HR compliant on state and federal levels. The initial processing fee also includes training, services, and support, as well as yearly upgrades. So you don't have to pay every year to get the latest service.
All right, now this is almost too good. So how much will I be paying?
That's exactly what I was getting to. Our initial setup fees are 150 per month or per company ID or per location. That's 300 total from Newnan and Peachtree City. This is just a one-time payment to start the process. What I also suggest is to get both the let me skip that. We have TLM options, and this is time and labor management systems. From your time to report to collect your time, um, there's an implementation fee of $200 per location, which you have the option of a badge or a biometric time clock. This is where you can get employees to clock in and out for under 100 employees. That's $125 per month per clock. And we also have the web-based timesheet, which is $50 per month per company. That logs employees' time. It also allows them to view their hours worked, schedules, sick days, as well as their request vacation days. It's the biggest time saver in the world. Your wife not only approve, monitor, and update employee information, your employees can monitor their own information online.
Okay, so I understand. She'll love that.
And last thing is the price per employee processing. And I know you have 20 employees in Newnan and 15 in Peachtree. You also mentioned you're hiring another 5 for Peachtree.
Yes, sir.
Per location, the price per employee processing between 11 and 20 employees is $38.95 a month. So that's $77.90 for both locations every month. If you need to hire more people, it'll be $48.95 for 21 to 30 people. Keep that in mind when you're ready to open in Tyrone.
Okay, got it.
Altogether, your first month will be a little extra. Your regular monthly payments will stay consistent unless you want to grow. And all that entails the initial processing fees, the payroll package for 300, the TLM implementation for 4, monthly servicing fees, which is the 300 just for the initial clocks, then a web-based timesheet for $50 a month, and for both locations, the processing will be $77.90. The total will be $1127.90 for your first month, and then $470 per month. 470 $70 per month to estimate to about $5,134.80 a year.
Okay, so hold on now. That's just for the first month. Over $5,000 a year. I knew it'd be a little more than my $1,500 computer upgrade, but this might be a stretch. I don't know. $1,500 once a year versus 5,000 plus. It seems like a jump.
I understand that there's a price difference. Honestly, that's what Dr. Murray said. He was also covered in paperwork, acting as a payroll manager and HR. Not to mention he's a physician. He was going to hire a CPA. I told him that the average salary for a certified public accountant is around $62,000 per year. which only takes care of half of his problems. He can both agree, and well, we both agreed that the 5,000 versus 62,000 is what we're truly comparing. This system we're offering not only organize and distributes your payroll, the equipment software, and world class support team is worth the savings.
Well, my wife would love the on-the-go app, the time clocks, and the web-based timesheets. We're also not government regulation experts, and I like the fact that we have professional support for HR and tax issues as well.
And that's how Dr. Murray saw it. It's most of his concerns matched yours. His time, payroll, and regulations. When I spoke to him, he was clear that he wanted to be able to leave the office on time and doesn't want to run into any more legal issues. This whole year, he hasn't ran into any compliance or tax issues. One single payroll mishap all year. His workers can view their time and pay on. They get their own W-2s, request time off, see sick days and vacation time. His assistants approve. His assistant approves checks and updates payroll and employee info using the tools and services we provide. The whole building loves the new system. Not only is he saving money, he's saving time. So much he's thinking about following your footsteps and opening a second location. You have to deal with payroll and taxes. Your wife will spend a fraction of her time processing payroll, and your assistant can organize everything from any location.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, he said if you have any doubts to call him. He's making plans to open another location after seeing how effective the ADP run system is and how um, effective it is. He also wants to start next year so he can get some well-deserved relaxation this year. Came and explained ADAP run operations are on auto mode. That's why he's able to go on vacation with his family and spend some more time on the green.
Well, you know what? I don't think I have to call him because he wouldn't have sent you over here to waste my time. The service will help so many problems for Ellen and me, and the employees will approve of the clock-in system and the online timesheets. They're going to love that as well. It's the support system in Dr. Murray's recommendation that really makes me want to move forward. I want that time with my family, and I want that time on the golf course too.
That sounds great. I promise you won't regret this. Review the order again and sign here. After that, I'll help you create your profile, download the app, choose your method of payment. Then we'll go through a quick tutorial and start entering payroll information. Installers can be here as and to install the badge systems and instruct employees on how to use the system. Your wife and Kim navigate the ADP run.
All right.
Sounds good.